just returned from a 2-month trip to New South Wales outback and Queensland and suffered severely in the cold of night. On our return home we decided to buy a diesel heater. So I did some searching on the internet and made my first purchase with AliExpress. I made a choice on AliExpress and settled on a company headed by Linley Chen. Linley has asked me to do a small video on the installation of their parking heater. I intend to install it in a 20-foot caravan. I've settled on a VVKB parking heater kit. Here we are 7 days later after placing an order in from China in regional Victoria, Australia. Upon opening the box we have a comprehensive kit starting with a 10-litre fuel tank. We have the wiring harness, 65mm air duct, exhaust and intake tube, fuel line, silencer for the exhaust, silencer for the air intake, numerous screws, fittings, clips and ducting outlets. In the box we also have the 2.5 kilowatt diesel heater unit. After much thought I've made a hole in the floor of the caravan, the 110mm hole cut out with a hole saw. I've also cut a hole in the side of the seat frame to take the directional ducting outlet. I'm going to mount the control panel adjacent to the power point beside the bed. I've managed to remove the bench top and fit it. I'll be able to fit it snugly underneath the power point without doing any major cutting to the walls to fit the wiring. I've drilled some holes in the fire extinguisher carrier to allow some return air to enter the seat cavity. I've had folded up a piece of aluminium checker plate which I'm going to use to mount the fuel tank. Various angles bent and cutouts, the 10-litre fuel tank will fit snugly underneath the bracket between the gas bottle and the spare wheel carrier. As you can see, the tank mounted behind the spare wheel adjacent to the gas bottle, very inconspicuous. Here we are on the underside of the van showing the installation. You'll notice I've put a heat shield around the wooden floor to protect it from the heat. You can see the air intake and the muffler mounted at the rear facing downwards. Also installed a fibre cement insulator on the inside under the metal plate. Here we have the fuel pump mounted. Notice I've made an aluminium bracket to mount that at the appropriate angle along with the fuel filter. Well, that concludes the installation of the unit. Let's have a look now at the operational procedure. As you can see, the control panel adjacent to the bed. We'll press the on button for 3 seconds. The fan motor starts. Ambient temperature is showing at 14.8. Select the mode button until you see the A01, which is the heating mode. At this time you'll hear the fuel pump start. The glow plug is actually in operation. Once we have ignition, the glow plug will go out and we'll start the heating process. Let's select the temperature setting from 1 to 5. Press the up button once. That is on the 5, the maximum setting. We can reduce that down to say 3 speed. As you can see, the meter reading is showing currently 39 degrees centigrade, slowly increasing. This will continue to increase probably to around 80 degrees centigrade or setting 3. May take about 4 to 5 minutes. Within approximately 3 minutes, you can see the temperature of the output air has now increased to 85 degrees centigrade. The ambient temperature has also increased. It's currently sitting on about 19.2. The shutdown procedure involves pressing the off button until you get a beep. Fan speed will reduce, fuel supply will be cut off. The unit will enter a cleansing mode and will operate at full speed for a period of maybe 4 minutes to cleanse the unit and burn up any unburnt fuel and soot in the unit before a complete shutdown. The procedure is outlined in the manual that comes with it, along with a complete range of error codes which will display on the unit if there is a malfunction. Thank you very much to the team from VVKB Auto Heaters. We are very satisfied with the installation and the performance of the unit and look forward to years of service and a nice warm van.